I was asked several months ago if I'd be interested in taking on a job making some replacement castings for an antique stove. And I said, sure, after looking at the pictures, they looked easy to cast. So I decided just go ahead and send them on. After I got them, not this side, but on the other side, this side, there's no draft angle in between these spacings on the scallops. Uh, yeah, I told him I was going to do it, so I gave it my best shot. Several best shots, actually. You're going to see all my mishaps in this video. I'm not proud of that. I believe these things were cast whole, and then based off witness marks that I'm seeing in between the spaces, it looks like they ran in there with a slitting saw and machined out in between. So I go to my green sand, and because the guy is wanting cast iron replacement parts, and I started ramming them up. And as I did that, I realized one of these parts is not cast iron, it's bronze. And you can see the problems I'm running into. It was hooking the sand and tearing out. So I decided, let's give some sodium silicate wafers a chance and see how that works out. So what I wanted to do was make a little sodium silicate wafer by ramming sodium silicate sand on top of the casting, leaving that impression. Then gas it, remove the wafer, and when I get ready to make the mold, put the two back together, ram them together, and then remove the casting, leaving the wafer in the sand, and then pour the mold. It would have worked great if the things would have come off. I wasted an entire day on these crazy wafers trying to get them to release from the casting, and it wasn't happening. I tried different ratios of sodium silicate. I tried different pressures of ramming, different gassing times, and it just wasn't working out. And even with Dollar's help, we couldn't pull this one off. This one did come apart whole except for the sand in between the scallops. So I've got ceramic slurry, and that's going on in the back of my mind while I'm doing this. And I'm thinking, if I go ahead and make a silicone mold of this casting with this kind of gating on it, remove that from the silicone rubber, fill that with wax, take the wax model out, coat it with the ceramic slurry and the sand, and repeat the process, melt the wax out, that would be ideal for this application. Problem is, I don't have a wax injection pump, and if you try to pour it in there at melting temp, it's going to shrink so much, it's just going to shatter like glass. So you need a way to be able to pump it into the mold before it gets to that liquid state where it won't have so much room to shrink. So I abandoned that idea, and I got a hold of the guy and I said, would it be okay to go ahead and pour these in bronze? Because I might be able to pull this off in the Petra Bond. Petra Bond is a lot more forgiving than the green sand. Green sand is like a concrete slab. Petra Bond is like mud. So you can kind of cheat on it a lot. Problem with Petra Bond is if you're not careful, you'll distort the figure. So he said, sure, so I did that. And we're quite a ways yet from separating this mold. But the Petra Bond didn't work any better. Not much better. To a certain degree, it did improve things, but that area between the scallops was creating all kinds of problems. And that ID is causing the same kind of problems with the Petra Bond as it did with the green sand. So by then, I had several other jobs on the back burner that were screaming to be done. But I couldn't do anything with them until I got this job out of the way, because they want these parts too. So I finally said, screw it. Let's just roll with what we got. So I'm doing the best I can. Too much of a perfectionist, I don't know, but it bothers me when I can't get something right. Anyway, I've vented everything well, and a lot of this may not require a lot of venting, but as much trouble as I'm going through with these molds, I don't want to take any extra chances. Out of the 6 Petra Bond molds that I did, I think I had probably 4 or 5. So they didn't all turn out, but they didn't all fail. I've been cutting grass, so I'm congested. I don't have COVID-19, just to reassure you of that. And I'm getting ready to do the pour. Now, I'm going to be using a much larger crucible for a very small amount of bronze. If you're wondering why, it's because I can put large chunks of bronze in here and melt them down. There's no way I could lift this crucible if it was full of bronze. But because some of the chunks of bronze I had were so big, to use a smaller crucible for that, they wouldn't have went in there, and then I didn't feel like breaking the stuff up. So next is shakeout. And like I said, there were 6 of these molds. And this is the parts here. And I didn't show the grinding. I mean, everybody knows how to grind, right? Bronze parts on the left, the cast iron parts are on the right, and then the 2 on the far right are the bronze and the cast iron masters that I use to cast these with. Like and subscribe to see other projects that are being done here at Windy Hill Foundry, and I hope you have a good day.